Hello, everybody. This is ISSC 422 Information Security Lab number 1, performing reconnaissance and probing using common tools. I'm Professor Labarge, and we're going to cover part 2 of this lab, specifically utilizing OpenVas. In part 1, you had clicked on OpenVas and let it run because it took about 5 minutes to actually boot up. What you should all see is this window right here. All you're going to do is just click continue, and it should come up to a password screen, which it does. Greenbone Security Assistant. So going back to it, OpenVas performs remote scans and audits of Unix, Windows, and network infrastructure. It's nothing more than a network vulnerability scanner, very much like Nessus or Retina. It scans the different devices and hosts out there and looks for the different vulnerabilities so that you can see what's out there, what your vulnerabilities are, and then patch them to mitigate those risks. So what we're going to do is we're going to log in, and we can do this by typing in OpenVas admin, and the password is going to be pass. And you can see already I have a few scans that were going on from earlier. And a little bit of network lag. But ultimately, what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. We're going to type in 172.30.0.10. And we're going to hit Start Scan. It should pop up over here, and you should see where it says Requested. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the immediate scan of that IP address. Right now, it's working, and it says 1% done. What you're going to do is every few minutes you're going to right-click and hit refresh to refresh the screen. It could take about 5 to 10 minutes to actually accomplish this piece of the lab. So you can see down here you have low, medium, and high vulnerabilities. As a network security guy, you can't just focus in on the high vulnerabilities. Yeah, those are the most critical ones. But an adversary can exploit even the lowest vulnerabilities. And it doesn't matter how low it is. Adversaries are going to find the path of least resistance. And all it takes is something small for them to get in, and then they're traversing your network, they're exfiltrating data, and you got a bunch of headaches to deal with. So let's do this. Right click and go down to refresh. Let's see where we're at. All right, so right here, it's 50% done. And so far, it found 1 low vulnerability, 3 medium, and 0 highs. So we're going to let that go for a few more minutes. %76 done. So as I mentioned, why this thing's still going, still finishing, OpenVas is free. I definitely would recommend that you download it and play with it. It's a great tool. As I had mentioned, it's similar to Nessus and Retina. Nessus is a commercial software. It runs about $1,500 per license for the year, but they do offer a free version for the home. So the point is that whether it's Nessus, OpenVas, Retina, or some other tool, definitely take a few minutes, download it, play with it, scan your home network, and see what vulnerabilities are out there. Start familiarizing yourself with how the reports are and how we go about patching some of those things. So let's go down, right-click, and refresh again. We're 98% done. So far, it's found 3 mediums, 2 lows, and 0 highs. So what I just did is I just went to expand it out a little bit. And you can kind of see what the different medium vulnerabilities are. So here you have some services enumeration and kind of gives you some details. It tells you the impacts to solutions. So great tool if you want to dive into patching your network. All right. So for the sake of time, we are just going to move on. But you get the gist. You're going to want to let it finish up to 100%. Again, you can export the full report, see the different types of vulnerabilities that are out there. Again, and this is giving me a little bit of trouble right here. Some network lag. But here, again, it tells you what it is, what the actual vulnerability is. And then when you come all the way down, it gives you the impact, the solution. So anyways, definitely something good to look at. I think if you scanned your own home network, you'd be surprised what type of vulnerabilities are out there. All right, that is it on OpenVas. And we're going to move on to part 3 of this lab.